So we'll just unplug it. We'll hope for the best. I know you can hear me because I could just hear myself. And if your girl is looking a little rough, I am doing a fast today. New moon, 3iAtlas, equinox, end of Sag, beginning of Capricorn season. So much energy. Feeling really good, but definitely feeling a little airy-fairy today. I won't lie. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. Day one of a 3-day fast down. And I do feel like it's going to be pretty easy with the energy that is flowing through. But excited to be here with you all. Excited to do a new moon tarot reading for the Awakened Collective. And starting with shuffling my cards, let's take a few deep breaths together. Set our intentions for what we would like for this reading. This is from my Hermes Master Alchemist Tarot deck that you can find on my Etsy and my TikTok shop. Exclusively made by yours truly, reading tarot for 22 years now. And we're also going to pull a Celestial Kin Oracle deck. It is a Starseed Oracle deck, one of the few of its kind. So now we're going to set her aside and let's pull a Celestial Kin Oracle deck card, because I want it waiting in the wings for us so that after we do our tarot reading, we are getting this beautiful confirmation message from 3iAtlas, from our galactic family. And I created these two decks together, the Celestial Kin Oracle after the Hermes Master Alchemist Tarot deck. So they do work nicely in tandem in order to deliver us these beautiful messages that often complement each other. That's two cards. I was going to say that card doesn't want to leave my hand. Is that the message? Is that the message? I like this one. We're going to set that one aside. And we're going to see what that card has to say at the end of this reading. But now, let's dive into the tarot reading. So if you have a new moon intention, mantra, manifestation, if there's something specific on your heart that you would like to know for this tarot reading, let's breathe and focus on that right here, right now. And let's see what cards want to be presented to us. Divine Source Spirit, I ask that you allow us to deliver the most beautiful, perfect message for those that will watch this video now and in the future on this beautiful new moon, 12/19/25, the end of the snake year, the end of the equinox Sagittarius season, when 3iAtlas is closest to the Earth in its orbit. They're not flipping out, but boy, they certainly are trying to stay out of the shuffle, aren't they? There's two. All right, Source. What other cards is the Awakened Collective ready to have in their new morn, so new day, new morning. I don't like to say morning because it has the connotation of grief, being in mourning, because the etymology of words is like spelling, casting a spell. So I like to try to use other words for have a good day versus use that word. But interesting that a new morning is what comes through. Maybe you are mourning something, are mourning a loss. Maybe it's the loss of self in 2025 so that you can rebirth something new and more beautiful and more powerful. This one is calling out to me. That one came out earlier. Beautiful message. We have to shed that snake skin in 2025 to allow the new energy to come in for 2026. And again, this is my Hermes Master Alchemist Tarot deck. Let's start with that. I like that amount of cards to tell us our story. And we have to be willing to rebirth in this new year of the fire horse in order to truly find who, what, where, when, why, and how we're going to move in this new year. Oh yeah, we like the energy of this reading already. All right, guys. So, and gals and ladies, how I read the cards is usually I like to start with 6 to 8 cards that tell a story. Now, can you do a Celtic cross spread? Can you just pull a single card? You can do whatever style of reading you prefer. The Hermes Master Alchemist deck I made not only with the archetype of the traditional tarot, but it's truly using the archetype of Greek mythology to tell you the story of the tarot lesson and the message that you need through the Greek mythological stories that we already know, that we grew up with in movies, learning in school. So I like to start with 6 to 8 cards and see how they tell me that story. And then we're going to pull confirmation cards if we feel like we need it. So again, set your intention for what it is that you want in this reading, and let's dive right in. So to start, starting our only card in reverse, we have Persephone as the Nymph of Swords. Now, what's interesting about Persephone here is she was tricked by Hades, cursed to be in the underworld forever with him as his queen because she ate a single arrow of the pomegranate. Now, swords, air, intellect, energy, standing in your truth, owning your power, but also swords, air, astrology. Maybe that is significant to you. The fact that this card came in reverse tells me maybe you're not ready to stand in your truth. Maybe you're not ready to own your power. That's okay. You're learning how to own and flow that power, but it's also the sense of maybe you don't realize how much others are fighting for you, how much others are cheering you on to own that power, to own that truth that you have. And I say that because when we talk about the myth of Persephone, what we're truly talking about is the fact that she is the reason why we have winter, right? How perfect and appropriate that as we enter this equinox season, where we have the longest night, equal amounts daylight, nighttime, we had in Greek mythology in past epochs, endless summer, endless spring, endless harvest, right? It wasn't until Persephone had to go to the underworld and her mother Demeter, Hecate, heard her screaming and crying to get her daughter back, came and assisted her with Hermes to cross into the underworld to bargain with Hades and say, listen, we're going to have autumn and winter. We're going to have no more harvest. We're going to have no more planting, no more abundance. It's going to be cold and miserable for the foreseeable future, which is going to crumble everything around us because the cows aren't going to be able to eat. Right? The humans aren't going to be able to grow their seeds because Demeter wants her daughter back. Demeter wants Persephone back. So Hermes, you have to go into that dark, seepy, steamy underworld and you got to get our girl back and bring her back in the spring equinox, which is why we have the spring equinox in March signifying the rebirth of abundance. So really perfect that Persephone came in during this winter equinox season, but also her coming in reverse tells us that maybe you don't feel prepared for this new season. Maybe you feel unready to step into this new truth, this new power that you know you're wielding with that sword air sign energy. No more. No more. We're owning our voice. We're owning our truth. We're owning our power. This is confirmed with the 7 of Swords. Again, same air sign astrology, same wielding of the sword as knowledge, as truth, right, as intellect. But now we see the 7. We see the siren. This siren is at the bottom of the ocean, collecting all the swords of all the suitors that have gone before her. And she's saying, oh, woe is me. Nobody wants to spend this night with me. Nobody to live my life with. Are you crazy, girl? Sailors would go far and wide to hear your voice, to hear your siren song. In fact, they're driven mad and they dive in the ocean after you, to find you, to hear more of you, to wonder, are you a mythological creature or are you real? Are you a real woman? So it's remembering that you may not be ready to stand in your truth, stand in your power, to own your voice, but others are literally driving themselves mad, traveling far and wide to be able to find you on the shores, singing your beautiful siren song, because you are calling to them like a beacon, like a lighthouse, so that they can guide their ships towards you. And then you're going to drive them mad and say, come to the dark side, come to the deep end, come hang out with me, right? Now, what's beautiful is earlier today I did some readings on another platform, and this card, the Emperor, came out not once, but twice as a confirmation that, yes, absolutely, just like 3iAtlas, our spirit guides, our ancestors, right, God, source, universe, whatever it is that you choose to align with, they're always with us. Even when the seas are dark, the skies are cloudy and murky, and everything seems uncertain, they wield the energy of electricity, right, of lightning bolts. They cause thunder. This is letting you know that your spirit guides, Daddy Zeus, Sky Daddy Zeus, they're always watching over you. They always want what's best for you. And in fact, if anybody else has ill intentions towards you, they are going to absolutely stand there with you and say, why are you afraid? Why are you having any fear? Why are you having any doubt? You know that I wield lightning bolts, and I send them down to those that have disobeyed you, disobeyed me, and I'm going to watch over you, and I'm going to make sure that all of your wildest dreams come true. Because after all, I'm your ancestor, I'm your spirit guide, I am watching over you if you allow me to at all times. Emperor is also very divine masculine energy, so maybe at this time you are calling in divine masculine energy. And so this is just a beautiful confirmation that absolutely the powers that be are watching over you, making sure that your dreams come true, that you know that you are chosen in this time to stand in your strength, stand in your truth. Hysterical. I love it as well. I got kicked off the live because an alarm went off. So such a beautiful confirmation as well that yes, your ancestors are watching over you. The powers that be are making sure that everything is happening perfectly for you because you are worthy and you deserve it. Now, we're halfway through this beautiful new moon reading. I hope you still are with me, because the next few cards coming in are actually really even more powerful than the first few, which is really exciting. Now we have the Sun card. We have the energy of the sun. Lots of solar flares coming through today, lots of solar codes. Today was the first day in Florida where it actually got above 60, 80 degrees. I have one of my cat spirit guides, Onyx, here coming, trying to get up in my business. He wants to say hello as well. The Sun card is reminding you that even when hidden behind the clouds, the sun is always going to shine, right? It's the largest star in the sky. It's letting you know that you are the largest star in the sky. And we would never go outside, especially after several cold days, which is why I still have my sweatshirt on. It may be warmer than it has been, but for a Florida girl, 70 degrees is still sweater weather. It's sweater weather, which I did grow up in Vermont, New England, but I have adjusted in the last 4 years of living here to the Florida weather. So I absolutely cannot bear when it gets cold anymore. But the Sun card is truly reminding you, we would never go outside and tell the sun, hey, pipe down, keep it down out there. Like, turn yourself down a little bit, especially after several cold days. We're like, no, give me more. Oh, yes. Put your sunglasses on, or go back inside, because the sun will never stop shining for anybody, right? And just like the sun card in tarot, you are meant to shine. You are meant to shine your light. Again, be that beacon for others to find you. And if they can't handle the glow, the radiance that you put off, they can find their way back outside or put sunglasses on. I'm also thinking of the song, Future So Bright, I Gotta Wear Shades. What are you building, right? What are you doing with this fiery creative energy, this Leo energy? My crown is itching as I say that, which usually is a sign to me that messages are coming through. What are you doing right now in this season that's going to let others see your sun, your star card shine so brightly that they are just drawn to you? They are attracted to you. You are a beautiful beacon of light for them. I also, because I'm doing my several day fast, I have my high frequency, high energy water here with me in my Lumi Vitae bottle that's available on my website, Music by Tracy. Just reminding me to bring in more of those light codes for myself, to bring in more of that beautiful high frequency water and energy. Maybe tonight you want to put out jars of water to catch that new moon energy. Maybe because it is such a powerful night, 3iAtlas, equinox coming, all the things. Maybe you want to put your crystals outside, set energy and intention into them, so that you are able to capture that like lightning in a bottle. Just saying. Just saying. So that you can either water your plants with it, put it in a bath, drink it tomorrow when you need that energy, when you're on that fast, right? So lots of opportunities for you to be able to use this beautiful energy, integrate it and ground it in, so that you are strengthening yourself and your manifestations to come for the future. Next, we have the High Priestess card. Here is Athena. Again, with swords, what were we talking about? We were talking about owning your truth, owning your knowledge and wisdom. Athena was not only born from Zeus's head. So whenever I see the myths coming together in alignment, it's just more confirmation, confirmation, confirmation. It could be any of the 79 cards in the deck. It could be telling any message, but now we have Athena, born from the knowledge of Zeus's head, with the swords cards as confirmation. These are our only, we have four major arcana cards and 2 minor arcana cards, which are like our face suit cards, our wands, our swords, our coins. In this deck, they're cows, and also our earth cards that are coming through. Or sorry, cows, coins is earth. What card deck am I forgetting? Our cups, our water energy cards. We have mostly major arcana cards coming through, and one of them being the High Priestess, Athena. Knowledge and wisdom that goes with the Emperor, but also goes with the swords cards, because we're talking now about the High Priestess. She is the female embodiment of the Magician card. She becomes the Empress after like maiden, Mother Maiden Crone, all that mythological and archetypal union of, we start off as a girl, we move to a woman, we become the grandmother, right? This is the energy of the female embodiment of the Magician card, of that young woman that is still learning to maybe speak her power, own her truth, but absolutely has learned that she will stand in her knowledge, stand in her wisdom. Again, confirmation beep of the high frequency water that's done putting additional hydrogen and light codes into the bottle for me as well. This is just a reminder that you have the knowledge, you have the power, you are the female, divine feminine magician in your life. Only you can believe it and then see it. It's not about seeing is believing, it's about believing and then you will see it. But you have to know and own that that is your truth. Now, finally, very fitting, I don't feel like we need many confirmation cards for this reading. I feel like this reading is pretty straightforward. The Moon card, right? Now, while this is not a full moon night, this is a new moon card, I think it's very fitting that the moon has come out. The moon is all about illusions. What are you allowing yourself to still be under the illusion of? What stories are you telling yourself? What storylines in your life are you ready to allow to fall away so that you can step into that sun energy, so that you can say, no, no more. I know I need also equinox, right? Equal parts sun, equal parts moon. But you're saying to yourself right now, no more illusions, right? This one. No more illusions, no more myths that I'm telling myself, no more playing games with myself. I am truly ready to own my power. I'm ready to own and stand in my truth. But that means I've got to release these old illusions, these old things in my life that no longer serve me, whether that be people, whether that be places, whether that be jobs, right? What are you releasing yourself from in this time so that you are able to step into the equinox, step into this new Capricorn season, into this new year, the year of the fire horse, with this brand new beautiful energy that allows you to be that beacon, to shine your light, to be that star, to be that warmth for others that are ready to truly receive it as you integrate, whether you are masculine, feminine. It's all about integrating both of the divine masculine, the divine feminine energy equally, knowing that you don't need anybody else. It's nice to have somebody else, right? But I don't need anybody else. I sing my siren song. I stand in my truth, my power, my knowledge, my wisdom. My ancestors, my spirit guides are looking over me. Others in my life are fighting for me to return to this form, to embody who I know I am. Otherwise, spring's not going to come back. That equinox, right, in the spring, summer, it's not going to come back until I can equally embody both halves in the same body. So really beautiful new moon, 3iAtlas, equinox, end of Sag, beginning of Cap season. Really beautiful reading for those that are willing and ready to receive it at this time. Now, again, oh, I'm so excited. We're going to pull we already did pull a Celestial Kin Oracle deck message. These are messages from our Celestial Kin, our 3iAtlas, our alien ancestors. And the card that we have is from the Lyrans, or the cat beings, which is very interesting because my cat Onyx came and paid us a little visit. Lead by example, right? Oh, sorry. Lead by example is another card, but that's funny that that was the card that was on my mind. Lead by example. That's what I'm here doing, giving you a live reading tonight. Leading by example. Courage and prosperity is your birthright. So the Lyran Oracle message from my deck that you can find on Etsy, TikTok shop, linked in this live. Courage is your birthright. Courage and prosperity is your birthright. So let's flip to the book, to the Lyrans. Let's talk about who the Lyrans are, Lyrans, however you choose to pronounce it. And let's talk about the messages. Here's my Lyran being, Onyx. He's stepping forward. Bubba, you got to give me a minute. We got a few more minutes. I know. He says, Mom, you got to play with me. You don't have to play with these people online, but you got to play with me. Yes, you sit off to the side. Give us your Lyran energy, my sweet bub. You can see his little ear popping up in the live. So, Lyrans, their wisdom focuses on courage, self-expression, leadership, spiritual sovereignty, and embracing your unique gifts. As ancient beings, often seen as the spiritual ancestors of many other star races, their messages carry a regal yet compassionate energy, encouraging authenticity, inner strength. Get your buns out of the camera. Get your buns out of the camera. This is what happens when we go live with an Onyx around. He wants to be front and center. Their messages carry a regal yet compassionate energy. No, sir. encouraging inner strength, authenticity, and they remind you you're not here to play small. You're here to take the lead, create, and inspire. And what were we just talking about in the reading? It's time to know your truth. It's time to own your truth. It's time to understand that you don't need to be hidden in the shadows any longer. That is a choice that you may be making, but that is a choice that you get to leave behind in this new moon period, in this new season that we're entering, in this new year. Now, the specific oracle message for courage and prosperity is your birthright. Challenges will arise, but within you burns a fire of courage. Face adversity with a warrior's heart and know that every obstacle is a bridge to your greater strength. You are far more powerful than you realize. Trust yourself in moments of uncertainty. Take bold steps towards your goals, even if fear whispers in your ear. So, beautiful message. Super excited to share this booklet with you guys. Gilded in gold. Why? My dad used to say, women are like fish. They love shiny things. Cats are like fish. They love shiny things. So thank you for sharing these messages with me. Thank you, 3iAtlas, for bringing us updated geometry, light codes, energy codes, solar codes that we can infuse into our body, into our water at this time, into our crystals, right? Get out and ground on the earth if you're able to. Know that if you miss that opportunity today, you still have time tomorrow to make it a beautiful day, beautiful energies. Share this message with somebody if you think it would be impactful to them as well. And again, follow, like, comment, share, all of the things. And linked in the show notes are going to be the 2 decks that I have created. Yours truly, the Hermes Tarot, Hermes Master Alchemist Tarot, the Celestial Kin Alien Oracle deck. Please check them out. They are high quality, hardcover magnetic boxes, giftable, collectible, gilded fonts, gilded edges, gilded booklets, big font. I wanted to make sure not only is this deck good for beginners and advanced readers, but truly my spirit guides told me you can continue to read for people forever and ever, amen. But are you ready to not just be a conduit from source of these messages? Are you ready to show people how to access these messages for themselves in a way that they can easily integrate and use in their everyday lives? So thank you so much, guys, for being here. I hope you have a beautiful new moon evening. Think of me for the next few days as I do this water fast. I did have a little bit of broth tonight because I needed something. I didn't really feel like I did need like a meal or calories, but I just needed something flavorful, a little joy in my life, right? What's the point of living life if we don't have these beautiful smells, beautiful tastes, right? Give myself a little bit more energy to deliver these beautiful, divinely aligned messages to you. Same reason I have a little bit of salt and lemon in my water. Give it a little joie de vivre. And I can feel my crown itching, knowing that new downloads are coming in, new energy is coming in. I washed my hair today, so I know it's not because my head is dirty or itchy or the cats have brought me in some little bugs from the outside. We gotta love when the cats bring fleas in. We treat the cats. We don't want the cats getting itchy hair either. But for me, whenever I get an itchy crown, I'm like, ooh, what's coming in? What's being downloaded? Because that's a new sensation for me. I've been getting in the last year, at least probably have always been getting it, but never paid attention. Now I pay attention to it much different in new ways because I know like, oh, what's coming in? The energy's coming in. So you can find me at Music by Tracy, Tracy. You can find me at Spiritual Storyteller Podcast. You can find me on Spotify with high vibrational music. just Tracy, Tracy. And again, head to my website, Music by Tracy, if you would like to get your own Lumi Vitae high frequency water bottle. It supports me, it supports my channel. You can get my card decks. All of these things help me continue to be the author, to be the singer-songwriter, to be the creative, the conduit from source that I have spent the last year working to be, so that I can deliver you these beautifully aligned tarot messages. And yes, please make sure that if you like this, you tap in the comments and let me know whether or not this reading resonated with you. It helps me as an intuitive to know whether or not I need to change up what I'm saying or how I'm saying it so that you receive that message exactly as source means it to be. And again, I hope you have a beautiful new moon night, a beautiful equinox, a beautiful new season. And who knows, I may be starting to do more daily live readings here on YouTube, because I want to see what that kind of energy brings through for us in this new year. So if you like what you see, please like, follow, share, subscribe, all of the things. It really does make a difference, not only in my life, but certainly in the lives of others that are ready to receive these beautiful messages in a beautiful way. All right, guys, until next time.